welcome to the Mickey Mouse Golf edition of Salukimania today. I'm SIU writer Todd Hefferman, and with me as always is the sports editor of the Southern Illinoisan, Les Winkeler. So we are here to talk some football. Salukis host Youngstown State Saturday night, 6 p.m. The conference opener. It's also the family weekend game and the blackout cancer game. So you will see the Salukis play wearing some special black Under Armour jerseys. People were able to bid to put the last name or some reference to a loved one on the back of their jersey. The top bid was like $7,500. The bottom bid was about $250. So next year, if you didn't get a jersey this year, you might be able to get one next year for about $300. But nonetheless, big game for the Salukis. They've won 2 in a row. Youngstown is 3-1, but they haven't beaten a team more than 35 scholarships yet. They beat Dayton and Morehead State, who are both non-scholarship teams, and they beat Duquesne pretty handily last week. They have 35. So they're kind of a mystery going in.
Well, and once you get in the conference season, every game becomes a must-win. I mean, if the Salukis want to make the playoffs, they've got 2 losses already. Obviously, they're probably not going to run the table in the conference. The conference is just too good. I don't really see anybody doing that. But right now it starts for real right now, and you have to look. You have to like some of the things that have happened in the last couple of weeks. I thought the team played pretty well last week. A little concerned about pass defense giving up big plays, but other than that, I think they're coming into this game with a little bit of momentum.
And they're one thing they have done consistently is they've been pretty good against the run every game. They're in the top 10 in the country, and I think they've played possibly the toughest schedule of anybody in the Valley Football Conference. Now I think South Dakota State's played a pretty good one too, and Illinois State, and then some. I believe Indiana State has played two FBS teams, but considering playing Eastern, which is a passing team, Illinois, pretty good run team. I think they've been good against the run. I think that's going to be important against Youngstown.
Yeah, they really did. SEMO had 53 yards rushing, and I'm just never, ever – it seemed like they never did get more than 3 or 4 yards on a carry. Mm-hmm. And you're right, the Salukis have been consistent. I do remember one play against SEMO where they did get a first down on an option play that they broke it. That was an excellent play. The Salukis have just seemed to have the right schemes. They have people in the right spots. I like the way their linebackers attack. They've got some quickness, and they're physical too.
And their defense, it's been typical. They get a pretty good pass rush. They're forcing turnovers. They're getting sacks. I don't see how that's going to change this weekend.
Yeah, and what I really like so far about the defense is that they seem to really be making good halftime adjustments. Illinois and Eastern both kind of had their way with the SIU defense in the first half of those games, but in the second half of both games, the SIU defense came out and really stopped the things that both teams had been doing well, and I think we saw that again in the SEMO game. Although the SIU offense had a big hand in that, keeping the ball 22 out of 30 minutes of the second half. So when your offense does that, it makes your defense look a lot better.
Yeah, they've been able to control the clock with their running game right now with using those 3 tailbacks. This is the first time that Agnew has been listed as a starter. There is no "or" next to his name, and I think he established himself as the starter last week. Do you think they'll be able to control the clock this weekend against a new defensive front for Youngstown?
I think that's what they're going to want to do, and I think they're capable of that. The offensive line last year, it seemed like any time a running back got some yards, they did it themselves. They broke a tackle at the line of scrimmage or slipped a tackle on the edge or whatever. In the last couple of games, Agnew's actually been running through holes, which were noticeably absent at times last year. Yeah. And plus, I like Agnew. I think he's the most complete back that they've had in a couple of years. Obviously, it's a small sample size of the games we've watched, but he has that combination of speed and a little bit of size. And I really like the way he attacks. When it looks like there's only 3 yards there, he squares up his shoulder pads and gets those 3 yards.
Yeah, it takes what is available to him, but he's also looking for that big touchdown run too. And I think you're going to see one of those eventually, a 70 or 80 yarder. I really think he's capable of doing that. But Youngstown, they have a pretty good quarterback. Jermaine Cook is gone, so now they have a running back by committee. They have 3 or 4 guys. Some of them have been bagged up. They may be back this week after probably a pretty convincing win last week. But it's a home game. That's the one thing. It's a home conference game. Doesn't matter who it's against. SIU needs to try to get this because if they want to make the playoffs, they pretty much have to go. There's 12 games. There's 8 left. They pretty much have to go 6-2, 5-3 at least.
And you have to protect your own, pardon the pun, turf. I mean, you really do, especially in a game like this where Youngstown State isn't coming in with the same reputation as North Dakota or South Dakota State or people like that. These are the games you absolutely have to win.
Kickoff is at 6 p.m. We'll be doing a live blog on thesouthern.com at 5:15, and you can follow along on our website. Hope to see you there. Thanks for joining us today.